Hello guys, today we have another bike first ride review by me, yours truly RP, and today I have with me the 2013 Duke 390 kindly provided by our good friend over here, Heigl Adenan. Links to his channel down in the description below. Alright, so I guess this has been a very expensive bike. How much is it?
10k flat.
10k. So 2013 Duke 390 about 10k. If you consider the COA, so that will be about how many years? Like about 6-7 years. I have enough of you. Please get on my show and I'll carry on. Thank you. So I did a couple of rounds on this and I'm going to show you my thoughts on this particular bike, and I did enjoy it quite a bit, but there are a few other issues that I'm going to talk about in the rest of this video. Carry on. It is 2008, and in an effort to capitalize on the increasing demand for luxury lower displacement motorcycles in India by a growing younger middle class, KTM partnered with Bajaj Autos to produce bikes in that category locally. By 2013, KTM had come out with the 390 series of engines used by both the RC390 and of course the 390 Duke. And here's what I really don't get about the name. It's a 373cc 4-stroke water-cooled single. If they were gonna be using a 3-digit on the model, couldn't they have called it a 373 Duke? You know, like the Ninja ZX-636 or Ducati 848, but whatever. Now, regardless of what you think about the KTM brand, you really can't help but feel the cheapness of the plastics. Guys, come on. I'm not trying to pull out stereotypes, but India isn't helping its image when there is such a huge disparity in the feel and touch department between this and a true blue made in Austria 1290 Superduke. Now, I stand roughly 177 centimeters tall, slightly taller than average for an Asian, but still not that tall in general. The Duke looks mighty impressive, sexy, and oozes a big bike aura at first glance from a distance, yet sitting on it I feel cramped. The foot pegs are set high and back, allowing you to really push it low in the corners, but the little bitch forgets it's a roadster and pushes your torso back with a wide set handlebar that forces you upright. It's a really awkward combination here. Alright, who cares about ergos? How fast does it go? Now, here is where the KTM mark really shows. The punchy 40 horsepower single actually delivers. Rolling the smooth and responsive throttle on, it launches you forward at a pretty impressive pace for its engine size, without being so overly aggressive as to cause accidental wheelies, even at full throttle. As you climb up, its 6-speed transmission shifting is smooth but quite short. Power delivery is slightly on the torquier side of things. It is actually decently fast, with owners claiming a top speed of roughly 165-ish km per hour, but that's the problem. You get so much performance, so much speed in an incredibly lightweight bike, but the single fiber discs in both the front and rear feel slightly spongy to the pull that you really have to grab a fistful to stop on the dime. Which is a good thing it has ABS that you can turn off if you wish, but I would never dream of doing, because I sure as hell wouldn't want to be grabbing a fistful of brake at 120 km per hour. And then you try to turn it, and that is where the ergonomics of the Duke fights against people on my height. As I try to muscle it down into a lean, But the great thing is, once you're down, you tend to stay pretty stable there, with plenty of ground clearance from its aforementioned high pegs and short stocky exhaust. Now speaking of short stocky exhaust, this thing sounds amazing. It's not too loud, but with a very unique notable pop to it as you putter along town. And speaking of puttering around town, if you actually do manage to get around the whole issue of handling it, it is actually very nimble and slim, making it really useful for cutting through heavy traffic on a Monday morning. The rear suspension is set rather soft stock, and I kinda get this nagging feeling I could actually take this bike out off-road and throw this little hooligan machine around without breaking a sweat. I kinda guess, the Duke is a really confused piece of machinery. It is too expensive and refined to be a poor man's horse, yet too cheap to satisfy a connoisseur. It has the engine, weight and suspension to be a really decent off-road machine, yet the sitting posture tells you otherwise. It is as if it is trying really hard to satisfy every single person, and I mean everybody. In the end, I can't help but wonder if it is a monstrosity birthed out of a bipolar mother and a schizophrenic father. And so there we have it. That was my review of the 2013 Duke 390 that was provided to me kindly by the Heiko Adnan Show. So, as I did say before, links to his channel in the description below. And if you actually enjoyed my review and would like to see more reviews like this in future, do give me the like and leave a comment if you got any questions about this bike in the comment section below. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, do give me a subscribe and help my channel grow so that I can deliver more of motorcycle goodness to you in future. And of course, I'll see you next time. Peace out.